Hey, it's Masood here, and this is my project on data structure for games, my final project. And in this, I just made an RPG game, and this was my brief I was given. So, based on the brief, I was to make a plan before I start doing anything. Evaluate. So basically, just time your code, complexity, and stuff like that. So, and if the game is persistent, implement. So, saving violation data in game to text file before player quits or access from the game. And all data should be loaded and saved to a text file login system where people can log in with their username and password and continue game with their laptop. And then another one is to customize the character, so giving them ability, strength, whatever. And when they die, they lose an item or some sort of stuff. Parsing system commands. Play items should be able to interact with each other and fight enemies and draw a map and deal with player enemy death, so lose 10% experience points, stuff like that. And that was pretty much my brief, and this was my plan before I started. So my plan was to use the game I already made in last semester and update that, because I was hoping to update that, and I tried doing that. So I included like player, creature, weapons from that, and how the game runs, or the main game runs, the function and the menu. The story stays the same, and because he's still in the progress of his journey, so he's going to stay in the same place and train more until he gets to level 6 to complete his journey. And we'll have game save, load, player and user login details. So that was my plan before I started. And just go with my code here. And this is my game. I will go by the header file for creatures, which is my enemy monsters. And basically, as you can see, is basically just setters and getters for the creatures. So just getting their name, level, difficulty, and health and stuff like that for the creatures, and just a few private methods. And we just go here into the CPP file. We have normal constructors, setter and getters like normally. Secondly, we have is players class. So it's just in the same player like as last time. So we have our variables, constructor, and a few of our getters, and then another class called hero. And if we go down to our CPP file here, you can just see our method here, and normal constructor and few setters and getters. And now we just go to our weapon, same as last time. So we have damage multiplier, damage multiplier 2, so upgrade your weapon, so just give it the same points. And you just upgrade your weapon, final upgrade. And we'll just go to weapon CPP. It's pretty much the same code. So we just up the damage multiplier, first one to 50 and second one to 20, because second is just a final, it's just an add-on, and first one is your main upgrade. Then we go down to our information text file, which is basically tells you what your game is, description about the game. So you have these rooms, what these rooms actually are, and then what monsters are included. So that would be in your option menu. Then we go down here to function header, function header CPP. So here is basically more or less our main codes and menus and etc. So we have libraries and other file included, and we have our methods used. So basically we start out with start screen, you get this message displayed, then which will go down to main screen, and that's your options, that's your new game, that's your load game, that's your option where you can find out which room is what. So that's pretty much your information.txt file. Exit is just to exit out the game, and the beep is just to make that noise. So we have our validate, and we few inputs. So person presses 1, new player, so he just starts in the game, enter his name and stuff. So begins its journey to load game. So it's going to load from a save file. So it's going to ask you, do you want to load or not? And option 3 is just read from text file. And option 4 is just exit. So down here we have a choose class. So we have what's your playstyle. So what class are you? So warrior samurai. So validation and switch statement here. So we have warrior class samurai. So we've given them our attributes. So skills. So as you can see, fighter is your class, then you have health, then you have strength, then you have dexterity, then you have armor, you have gold, and your levels. Then you go down here to weapons. It's basically the same idea as your choose your class. So this you're given your weapons, your name, then you can multiplier and multiplier 2. So validate and pretty much the same idea. And this is our load game. Just load from a save file. Yes, no. Just forgot to change that. Yes, no, and it just searches for the file. Then this was my old login I used, and I did not get it working. I thought I would get it working, but it seems like I really don't have enough time. If I had more time, probably would give more chance. But at this time, I was kind of think I left my work really late and got work loaded, so I couldn't get much things out of the way because there's just too much stuff this month. And then we have game over. And our main method here is basically just done libraries, creatures, methods, well, other files and few methods there. Main class just console, so just get your maximum size of your screen. Memory leak, we don't want that. Then here we go, is basically it's our login. So at the moment our login is just basic pass, as you can just see. So when you log in, you have to enter pass, because I couldn't get it working where you actually save the data into text file and load from text file. Couldn't get run that. Then down here is our main game. So we have few variables. Then we begin the game while his health is more than 1. So we have, as you can see, experience, so 500. If he gains experience over 500, he's level 2. Over 1000, level 3. So 500 is less than level 2, so he's level 1. 1000, he's less than level 3, so he's level 2. So if we go down here, our misroll. So, well, it brings it down to your other main menu in game when you're actually starting your quest. So we have armory, we have challenge, we have item store, we have stat, and save and exit. Our armory store is basically just go in, upgrade your weapon, and final upgrade and enter. That's pretty much you get the goal. So you can just upgrade your weapon, validation. Then you start here. So basically, if your gold is over 50, you can buy the item. Once you buy the item, you subtract 50 from your gold you own and set your new goal as whatever was left over. And same thing with your damage multiplier 2. Then down here we have challenge hall. It's the basic place you'll be going a lot. Basically, it's where you fight your enemies. So few variables, and we choose your opponent: goblin, skeleton, ghost. So each one of them to kill, so you fight them. So they're also like depending if you're level 1, they'll have low stat, as you can just see. So they'll start off with the stat. If you're level 1, you can upgrade the stat, downgrade the stat if you find it hard. So you give the goblin stats, then validation. Then you just when you go in a fight, you start a battle system. So you get your player strength and your dexterity. Then you get how much hit you do is depends on your player strength, multiplied by your weapon damage multiplier 1 and 2, and you hit the goblin or skeleton or ghost, whichever, and you take their health minus how much health they lose, how much you hit them. So the current health for the goblin would be his maximum health minus whatever you hit him will be his current health. So you set his new health to his current health. So if goblin's health is less than 0, you've slain the goblin and you receive that much gold. So, and pretty much same for every level. So as you can just see here, the higher level you go, if we can do so, if you're level 2, their stats go higher. So their stats pretty much go higher the more stronger you are. So higher the level you are, the stronger they are. And if we go down here, item store, this is our option 3 in the main menu. So basically it's where you can get your health. So after every fight I would recommend, so you go get your health, high health, so you get more health. If you're really low, get your great health, potion of strength, increase your strength. So pretty much here, so if you've gold more than 24, new health is going to be your get the health. So press health, new health, so new gold, so subtract how much you've spent for getting that pot. So they're all different prices as you can see, so subtract that and to get your new gold, and then glug, 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 eat away, drink away whatever potion you had. Same thing for all the other items, including strength. It's going to be strength, so instead of get health, you'll be getting strength. Then in option number 4 is your stat. So pretty much you have your stats, so class, gold, strength. So it's going to display your gold, your health, strength, weapon. So it's going to display all that. Then you have option 5 is exit and save the game. Exit and save game and save your data. We're just going to run this game really quick. So here it's going to ask you for password. So default password at the moment is just pass, and that gets you into your intro for the story. And then you have option here to do new game, load game, options, and exit. So if we go to number 3 option, this is where it tells you armory store what it does, the item store what it does, and challenge hole what it does, and tells you monsters what monsters are in there. So we go back here, so we just go back to part 1. So it asks you for your name, so Pursued, so Pursued, strange name, and then it's going to ask you playstyle, so choose warrior. Then I'm going to choose dagger as a warrior, strange combination. So first of all I'm going to check number 4, it's your stat. So as you can just see here, it's fighter, 50 gold, health, strength, dagger, final upgrade. So it just your normal stats. So if you go 1, as you can just see, 50 gold and your weapon upgrades. So we'll go for upgrade 1, your main hand upgraded. So if you go to 4, it'll just say upgrade 2.5, it's upgraded. And your part 3 is same here. So golden pocket, none at the moment, so because you spent it all. So your health, you can't buy anything, you just go back. Then we go to challenge hole second, so it's where you choose your opponent. So goblin, attack, and back here. So goblin, attack, you slay the goblin, get 30 gold and 20 experience. So if we go back to stat here, so you can just see here you gain gold. If we go back to item store, we just buy health, you get your health back, and then you save and exit. Yes, name of the file, call it file. That's pretty much my code, right? Thanks a lot. If any questions, just email me. Thank you.